Yes, she's my granddaughter.
Oh, sweet. It's a nice picture. I like it.
Yes, but we can't see her very little.
Yeah, just a little bit of her nose and hand.
Yes, yes.
But it's
Okay,
nice. I like it.
okay.
And let's see. Tan Kong, hello.
Hello,
How are you today?
very great.
Good. And where are you from?
I'm from Thailand.
Wonderful, wonderful. From Thailand. Great. Well, thank you for joining us. It's nice to meet you.
Yes, no problem.
Great. Lots of new faces here today. Virgilio? I'm good. How are you? Okay, we have a problem with your microphone. It sounds like a
Better
buzzing.
now? Is it better now?
There, much better, yes.
Okay.
All right. So where are you from?
I'm from Spain.
From Spain. Cool, very nice. It's nice to meet you. Welcome to class.
Thank you.
Great. And Kamrul, hello. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. Kamrul? Kamrul? All right. Maybe he'll join us in a moment. Let's see. Oh, good. A few more people. Paul, hello.
Oh, hello.
How are you today?
Yeah, I'm doing great, thanks. Yeah,
Great. Well,
ready to learn some English today. All right.
good. Today should be a good one. Where today's topic is controversial opinions. So
All right, that's interesting one.
should be interesting. Good. Glad you're here. And Mustafa, welcome.
Hello, teacher. Welcome. Thank you.
How are you today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
Great. Glad you're here. And David, hello.
Hi, Stephanie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Can't complain.
Oh, good. Because that's not the point of this class. We won't be complaining today.
Yay.
Great. Glad you're here. And Anna Carolina, hello.
Hi, teacher.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Great. Great. Glad you're here for our controversial opinions. And Alberto, hello.
Hello, teacher.
How are you today?
Hi, I'm good. Thanks. How are you?
Good, good. I'm good, thanks. So let's see. I think we've got a full class. Looks like a full class. So this is speaking practice, and the idea of this class is to give you a chance to speak in a way that's similar to how you would speak for an English speaking exam, which means we'll have kind of one topic, and you'll get a variety of questions about that topic. Today's class will actually be different topics, but one language function. So you'll be using using English to express controversial opinions. So a function of expressing what you believe, what you think about different topics. So some language you'll need. Let's just brainstorm together some language that you use for opinions. And I'll just type in the chat. I'm in the Verbling chat. I'll type some of those things. For example, you might say, I agree or I disagree when expressing an opinion. You might say, I believe that. Anyone else have any other ideas?
May I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. to introduce your point of view from my point of view, in my opinion, and to disagree. I beg to differ. I know what you mean, but or however, uh, let me put in my 2 cents.
That's a good idiom. Let me put in my 2 cents.
In my humble opinion.
Good. In my humble opinion.
And to agree, we are on the same page or in the same boat.
Great, some great idioms for agreeing and disagreeing. We are on the same page. We are in the same boat. Great. Excellent. Thank you, Anna Carolina. Many options. They're all in the Verbling chat. Does anyone else have any other expressions we can use to tell our opinion?
Yeah, we can say, I see your point, but...
Yes, this is a good polite way to disagree. Another polite way to disagree. I see your point, but something else. Great. Thank you, David.
Teacher, like for example, I go along with your view.
Yeah.
I tend to agree. I share your opinion. I to agree, by the way, just for agreement.
Yeah, so some to agree. I tend to agree. Keep going.
I share your opinion. I appreciate your point of view. I see your points also. You can say that.
Yeah, I see your point. Great.
I entirely agree with you.
I entirely agree. Yeah, if you agree with everything, entirely agree with you.
Or I agree to a point.
I
agree up to a point.
Good, great. That's a good idiomatic one or phrasal verb. I agree up to a point. So that means I agree with some things, but not other things. Great. Good. We have lots of options. Anyone else?
May I give you a couple more?
Sure.
To put an end of a discussion, let's agree to disagree.
Good. Let's agree to disagree.
And I'm not sure about this one. I can see you eye to eye.
I can see you. What?
Eye to eye.
Oh, I can see you eye to eye. We would say
I'm not sure.
We do or we don't see eye to eye.
Okay, we do see eye to eye, or sorry.
This is, and I'm typing that one out right now. Yeah, that's a great one. So that's to say either that we agree or that we don't. If we do see eye to eye, then we agree. If we don't see eye to eye, we disagree. Great. So let's see. With this, I think I'm going to add, now usually I don't use a timer or anything. You just kind of can speak for as long or short as you like. But I think just for this, I want to try putting a limit on. So you can, I think I'm going to try a 2-minute limit. And this is just to see if we can get more questions in. So after 2 minutes, I'll stop you. Of course, you don't have to speak 2 full minutes. You can speak just 1 minute, however you need to express your opinion. But I just want to see how it works with a bit of a time limit. So we're going to try that today. And that's about it. So let's go to our conversation questions. And of course, it's fluency based, so I won't do much correcting unless you ask or unless there's a misunderstanding, miscommunication, or confusion. All right, so here's today's topic. Should be interesting. Controversial opinions. Oh, and I will have, we'll kind of, a different person will start for each question, and we'll go from there. So you'll have more or less time to think, depending where you are in line. But let's go to our first question. Do I have a volunteer to start today?
Okay, I'd like to start, yeah.
Wonderful. All right, so Paul, our first question is about pirating movies. Pirating movies.
All right, I understand what it means, and it means that people use the internet as the source for getting all the movies and music they need.
Yeah.
Free of charge, completely. All right. So my task is to present my point of view on that topic, yeah?
Yeah, what's your opinion on basically stealing movies and music from the internet?
All right. So as an active user of the internet and the torrent trackers, I should say, I think that's not a big deal. And if you ask me, sharing all those music and videos in internet is good for the bands or movie producers and companies who make them, because by doing that, by downloading all that stuff, we can check those bands and movies out, and probably if we really like them, we can buy the DVD or CD. And that's good. We're raising the popularity of the bands or the films, so I think that's a pretty good thing. Yeah. All right.
Great. So some good pros and cons there, or mostly pros, I think, for sharing.
Yeah. Maybe someone else will disagree, and I'm interested in hearing what they're going to say against that.
Great, good, yeah. Excellent. Thank you, Paul, for going first. These are different. These aren't quite questions. They're a statement, and you either agree or disagree with the statement, just as Paul did. So nice work. Let's move left. Mustafa, what is your opinion on this topic? Pirating or stealing movies and music off the internet isn't a big deal.
In my opinion, I don't see it like stealing. This is like a strong one to describe it. I'm not sure, but here it's common. For example, in my country, it's common to download movies and kind of this stuff from internet. Some people try to buy them from market, but I tell you what, the majority of people tend to, I don't know, download them from, for example, as Paul said, maybe using torrent program or some of this program. So the majority of people depend on downloading them. So in my opinion, it has a big advantage for us as people, but maybe it is for the media company. The big loss. Yeah.
Great, good. Yeah, so different depending on the perspective. Good for the people, maybe bad for the companies. Nice, great. Thank you, Mustafa. Let's move to the left. Marcus, hello.
Hello, Stephanie. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
All right. So today you are going to express your opinion on controversial topics. So, pirating movies, is it a big deal or is it not a big deal? Not important.
I believe it is not a big deal because bands and producers and movie don't win money in we are production. But in my country is very common because per population in my country not access movies and CDs, the originals, because they're very expensive. That's it.
Good, good. So yeah, pirating can be the only way for some people to see movies and hear music. So yeah, good. So not a big deal. Great. Thank you, Marcus.
We are welcome.
And David, your turn. What's your opinion on this topic?
I think it's a big deal. I believe when we steal something from the computer from the internet, it's not free. I think we are hurting, number one, the artist who has put a lot of energy into produce this video or this song, and it's not fair. It's like you produce something and somebody come to your house, take it away. It's you put a lot of energy, a lot of effort, and you need to live out of it. So I think it's not fair. Do you say it's not a big deal? It is a big deal. I'm not so much worried about the corporations because they are making money in a different way. I'm thinking about the artist himself, the actor who is in the movie, the producer, the people who are creating all this movie for you or this song for you. They need to live. They need money. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. And if we think it's not a big deal, oh no, everybody's doing it, it's free, it's only online, it's a way to promote the artist, it's not. I think we are hurting that, and we need to change that mentality. I'm very strong about this because I see that people is like, it's normal. It's not normal. We are hurting somebody else. Thank you.
Great, well said, well said. Very strong opinion there, well backed, and well said. Great. So that's the cons to pirating. Definitely, it is similar to stealing. It is essentially stealing from the artist. Great, thank you, David. Anna, your turn. What's your opinion on this topic?
Well, I don't agree with that because more and more people are illegally downloading music from the internet or movies, which provokes huge losses to the music industry each year. But in my opinion, it's the only way you can get something like that cheaper. Because in other way it would be impossible. I believe that the industry should reinvent the music business or movies in another way. For example, selling the original records cheaper, so people can easily afford them. Or music companies should even offer cheaper subscriptions services which could lead to new markets. That's all.
Great, good. So 2 solutions there to the problem. Great, and I do think people would be much more willing to pay if it was more affordable. Movies, okay. Yeah, great arguments. Excellent. So next up is Ana Carolina. What's your opinion?
We do see eye to eye. I am with my my classmates that it is wrong. However, I have more reasons to support my opinion. Not just because the producers, teacher. I'm confused.
Producers.
Not just because the producers and actors actors and actresses can lose money, but because I have heard once that people who sell pirate movies and also people who sell counterfeits and things like that use this money to finance drug dealers and this kind of organizations, you know. I'm not talking about screen movies by using internet because it's okay in my eyes. I'm talking about buying counterfeits and illegal products, falsifications, and so on.
Yeah. We can't forget about the pirated movies we see for sale on the street, on tables. Yeah. Interesting. So that's kind of much worse than simply watching a movie on the internet. Great. Good arguments against. Thank you, Ana Carolina. Alberto, your turn. What's your opinion on this topic?
Okay, I have many opinions with the other classmates, and they are very interesting opinions. So under my point of view, I think pirating movies and music is not a big deal. So, in fact, the price of the CDs and the movies in many cases is very expensive. I think internet, we can't put limits to internet. Internet is free, internet is global. So I think it can many solutions. For example, a singer can selling your things through internet, but not free. It could be interesting premium, about premium. So I think internet, it has many risks. If I download a movie pirating, I have many risks, and I think it's better to download through premium, for example.
Great. Great, thank you. And that was exactly 2 minutes. So we're going to stop you there. I think you offered some good alternatives. If artists offer their music at a premium on their website that's maybe less expensive, I think that's a great solution. So well said, Alberto. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Ken, hello. Welcome.
Yes, hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
Good. All right. So today we are expressing controversial opinions, and the first topic is pirating movies and music. Is it a big deal or not, in your opinion?
I think it's a big deal because music industry, especially music industry, damages a lot from this, and in the movie industry try to hinder the same things happen to the movie industry. So, but when the Napster started, Time magazine, I read the Time article magazine, Time magazine's article. The article predicted maybe nobody stopped this trend. So maybe in the future, some business chance might appear from this file sharing technology or technique. actually it happened as iTunes. Yeah, but changes quickly. Now, even iTunes decreased their sales. So because people shifted to the streaming music side like Spotify, and it is said it's not enough. Musician cannot get enough. How can I say the profit from these services? So that's a problem for musicians. It's a big deal because they cannot get enough profit. But in the past, musician or their agency gained a lot of profit actually. Maybe it was unusual situation too in the past because the price of CD here it's $30 actually. It's it's very expensive actually. So maybe music industry needs to compromise the price down the CD or to prevent this kind of things, in my opinion.
Wow, yeah, that's incredibly expensive for a CD.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when it's so easy to get on the internet now, it's hard to blame people for maybe taking it for free. Though it is obviously illegal for a reason.
Yeah, so maybe they need to invent new technique to gain the profit from music, actually.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and we've seen over the past few years, we've seen music change completely, even in the past decade or 15 years, change completely. So great, thank you, Ken. Nice answer, well said.
You're welcome.
All right, two more for this topic. Virgilio, it is your turn. What's your opinion on pirating music and music?
Well, I think I completely agree with Alberto. I think big companies like Hollywood companies or music companies should have two versions of each kind of movie or music or songs. One of the two could be cheap with good quality and an online version, and the other one could be an enhanced version with some extras like interviews or some videos. So you could have the chance to buy two different options, depending on the money you are able or you are willing to pay for it. Yeah, I think pirating it's a consequence of the high prices of the movies and the music. I think companies have not adapted to the new area of internet. So yeah, the people have changed their consume about music and movies, and it's very easy to get a movie for internet nowadays. So I think people would like to have a better version with better quality if they could buy online easily. Yeah, that's all.
Great, great opinion, and well said. Several good solutions there, or alternatives that maybe we'll see happen in the future. Nice, great, thank you, Virgilio. And last but not least, Tan Kong, what's your opinion on pirating?
Yeah, totally don't agree with that idea. It means there are many companies and they're producing many movies and internet media. So we want to use it and we must pay them money so they can create more and more quality production. So why do we need it free? When we use it, we must pay them some money or some valuable item. So the internet is bigger and bigger every day. so you can easily share the internet media. But it's not about money, it's about what we see about that problem. When we want to use their product, we must pay them our value. Yeah, that's it.
Great, great, yeah. They're putting out a service, the movies and the music, and if we want those services, it's fair to have to pay.
Yes. Yeah.
Great opinion, great, well said. Everyone, nice work. So it seems like a lot of us share the opinion that this pirating movies probably is a big deal. Sadly, I am guilty. I have, on occasion, in the past, done this. But all right, so let's go on. Nice work, everyone. Clear opinions. Here's our next topic. So do you agree or disagree with this statement? Cannabis should be legalized. So cannabis is marijuana. Should it be legalized for medical reasons? I know in the United States right now this is a hot topic. Some states have legalized it for medicinal use. Some have legalized it for recreational use. And some have not legalized it at all. So this is the topic. Paul started us last time, so Mustafa, you're up first this time.
Okay. In my point of view, teacher, about cannabis, it's a little strange topic for me. I haven't heard about it before. So but I think it's maybe lead to addiction or something like that. So it's prohibited. And also, generally, in my culture and my religion, this is prohibited, like this kind of material. So I completely disagree with that, and it shouldn't be legalized. I think it's caused a lot of maybe consequences. So from this point, we shouldn't be legalized it. So yeah, I don't agree with that.
Great. So there's some cultural conflict there, and it might cause some social problems. Sounds like. Great. All right. Thank you, Mustafa. Thanks for going first. Moving left, David, what's your opinion on the legalization of cannabis?
In my opinion, I think we should legalize all drugs, period. I think when we legalize drugs, we can control it, we can monitor it, we can avoid all this corruption that's going on with the illegalization of the marijuana or other drugs. I know that it's going to be, but we have to have some safeguards. We cannot just say, let's legalize marijuana and then what? There should be some platform, some laws that say, okay, we're going to legalize marijuana, but we need to take into account what's going to happen after that. It's like the same thing happens with alcohol, and the same thing happens with right now with smoking. I think in the long run, these drugs are going to create some problems in our health. So we need to find a way that people start being responsible for their actions, and the government should be not like the daddy telling you what to do, but you need to be an adult and say, okay, I'm going to use marijuana, I'm going to use alcohol, I'm going to choose smoking. But there are consequences about your actions, and you are responsible for that. And I think that's the way we should go. We should treat people like an adults, not like children. And they have to. If you want to go and smoke marijuana, fine, but there are consequences for that, for your actions, and you can. So that's my point on that. We need to have laws that are legalized the drugs, but also laws for the consequences of your actions.
Great. Sounds like a different approach, at least definitely a different approach than many states in my country right now. Great. So we've heard one opinion against this, 1 for it. Let's keep moving. Anna, what's your opinion on this topic?
Yes, in my opinion, I agree with legalization of cannabis because in this way we could prevent adulteration of this type of substances, as well as avoid traffic of it. Having into account the good benefits of it, it would be used in medical uses. It could be buy in pharmacy to people who need in this type of medicine. I agree with the other classmates in order to legalize the alcohol or smoke is in the same question with cannabis. I wouldn't agree, for example, with legalize other kind of other kind of drugs.
Okay, so just marijuana specifically is one that we're maybe wasting resources on, or
yes,
yeah, it might be more similar to what's that? More similar to alcohol or tobacco.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
I make a mess, a bit mess with this statement.
Oh no worries. You said it well said. So great. All right, thank you very much.
Okay.
Let's continue. We have next up Anna Carolina. What's your opinion on this topic?
Well, let me put in my 2 cents. It should be legalized, but just for medical proposals. I know that it can be used to cure some diseases, for example, anorexia, and it can relieve some pains, and it can help children who have seizures. But I don't think it can be controlled by the government if it is going to be legalized, because there will be always I don't know where to place the adverb. There always will be drug dealers and people trying to take advantage from it, no matter if it is legalized or not, because the law would be strict, you know. They would set up the amount of planes and the places, and people would be willing to break the rules. So I don't think they could control. However, there are a lot of drugs that have more side effects, and people have been using it, such as oxycodone and things like that. And they are very addictive, you know, and more harmful than marijuana.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah, so again, not all the substances are the same. Great, and there are some medical uses for marijuana, so it's different than maybe some other substances. Great, well said, Ana Carolina. Sounds great. Alberto, what's your opinion on this topic?
My opinion, I absolutely agree with cannabis should be legalized. And not only cannabis, the other drugs should be legalized. In fact, if a country legalized, in this case cannabis, this country can control the quality, the price, and it's very important. If anyone want to consume, to smoke cannabis, currently can do it, but the quality is much worse, and the price is very expensive. In this case, if cannabis is illegal, the country is promoting the crime and the activities of the illegal organizations. The medical effects of the cannabis, I believe, is a solutions to many ills or illness.
Great.
Okay, nice. It's all. That's all.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I think you make a good point that we'd be solving some of the problems with the crimes and the illegal organizations, while also helping people with health issues.
Okay.
So, great. Thank you, Alberto. Well said. All right, Ken, you're up. What is your opinion on this topic?
Yeah, it's difficult to answer, but if it is medically effective to some patients, it should be legalized. It's a medical purpose, as a medical purpose, but still, since it was banned so long, so it's not so much research has done yet. So the researcher needs to research this chemical subject more before they're legalized as a medical purpose. And talking about how can I say legalized for the kind of recreational purpose, I don't have a clear opinion about that because every drug has some side effects. So problem of this chemical, not only the side effect is not so sure. So some people say it's very difficult, very dangerous, or it's a gateway drug to shift to the other more heavy drug. Or some people say it's not, it doesn't happen, but I don't know because. And another problem, about not only this kind of cannabis, kind of loophole drug or law evading drug. So the kind of drug dealer synthesize a drug, just one chemical formula difference or something like that. That way they they selling drug in somewhat legal way. It's a kind of a problem because it's called herb, but nobody knows what's inside herb. It could be cannabis, or sometimes speed is used, so it's totally dangerous to abuse such kind of unknown chemicals. So that's also the problem about this kind of issue here. And that's it.
Great. Yeah, that's another problem I hadn't thought of. Yeah, it's hard to be sure what's going on with the substances. Great opinion. Thank you for sharing that. All right, so let's keep going. We've got a few more for this topic. We've heard some convincing arguments for and a few against. Virgilio, what's your opinion? Should cannabis be legalized?
Well, I'm from Spain, and here it's very common to smoke joints. So we used to smoke hash, instead of cannabis, but cannabis is also used. And I agree that cannabis or hash should be legalized because, I mean, in Spain you don't break the law if you smoke a joint. You only break the law if you are trading with drugs and making money. I think I smoked my first joint when I was 14, I think. And I think smoking joints opened my mind. I had a lot of fun, of course, but I think you are able to make a lot of friends, you know, smoking with them in the park or at home. You know, it's like a matter of socialize yourself with other people. So I think it's a very good thing of drugs, you know. And as Alberto told before, I think if you legalize hashish, some violent crimes related to drugs, you know, will be eliminated. So we would have a better world. And of course, we must educate our teenagers in the same way we educate them about sex. We should speak to them and explain them carefully the pros and the cons of the drugs, you know. But of course, it has to be controlled by the government, and you can only get the drugs in pharmacy, you know. So to be controlled, and the government know the people who is getting the drug. So yeah. I completely agree. Thank you.
All right, great. So strong and well said opinion pro this viewpoint. Great. So good points. I think you brought up a couple of new points too. So thank you, Virgilio.
Thank you.
Tan Kong, your turn. What's your opinion on this topic?
Yeah, I think we shouldn't legalize this, cannabis, because in some cases we know that it can be we can create a medicine by cannabis, but if we use it in the public, the people don't know the harmless of cannabis, and so we are not sure about our health. It can be weaker and weaker, so we shouldn't use it in public.
Good, great, okay. Interesting. So it could maybe not in public, maybe not a good idea for the public. Is that right? Okay. All right, great. So let's go on one last person for this topic. Paul, what do you think? Should cannabis be legalized?
All right, let's see. So I don't think it's a big deal. Yeah, so let's legalize it. Why not? Okay, thanks to the previous person who brought up the idea of not doing it in the street, as with smoking and drinking alcohol. Yeah, it's good, I think. I agree with that totally. But yeah, I know that in some states in the USA it's completely legal. Yeah. So, and those states are doing great, I suppose, and people are still healthy and sane in those states. Why not make it legal in the whole world, maybe? So, and my point is pretty simple on this. And if some people are really crazy and they really want to get the weed and smoke it, they will get it in some way or another. Legally or illegally, so who could stop them? But if it's made like easier to get, I mean, if ganja is easier to get, it's simpler for those people to like get high without causing any trouble to the society. It's good for the society and for them. And if people just don't want to get involved in using those kind of drugs, they won't do it if it's legal or not. So that's pretty simple. And another thing, that this kind of drug, it's not a bad drug, as I know. It won't get you addicted in a medical sense of this word. So yeah, let's make it legal and have some fun. And some people just won't do it, no matter what. So yeah, thanks. I'm finished.
Great. Excellent. I like... Uh-oh. Come on, computer. There we go. I like the argument of why not. It's a great, powerful argument. Excellent. Why not? Let's have fun. Great. All right, everyone. Nice work expressing your opinions on that. We are short on time, but I want to try one more, and we're going to do just a 1-minute flash opinion. I can't promise we'll get to everyone, but we'll try. So you get only 1 minute this time. I will be strict with the time. What's your opinion on this topic? Children should learn about sex at school. And David, it is your turn to start. Uh-oh. David, are you there? No? Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sometimes before it kicks me off, it freezes. I don't know. Oh, gosh, I don't know if we'll have time. We won't have time, definitely, but we can get a few. Okay, David is not there. So let's go on to Anna. Anna, you have 1 minute. What's your opinion on this topic? Children should learn about sex at school.
Well, shortly and quickly, I agree with the idea. In this way, children learn to be responsible in order when they are teenagers avoid to be pregnant, because nowadays women with 15 years have a children, and in my opinion is due to a bad information about it. That's all.
Great, great. Thank you, Anna. Well said. Great. Anna Carolina, you're up. 1 minute. What's your opinion?
Yes, they should learn about it, but according to their age, you know. We cannot hide information. It's going to be harmful if we do something like that. I know that some schools in the US advise them to not have any relationship before they get married. But everything that is forbidden is more tempting, you know. So you have to inform them. You have to talk about the dangers, and you have to to give you.
Great. Well said. Your time is up. Lots of good reasons for the opinion. Good. Moving on. Alberto, your turn. 1 minute. What's your opinion?
1 minute. 1 minute. I agree. I absolutely agree. Sex is natural. It's other aspects of the human life, and it's better to children, to teenagers, could learn in school. And I agree with Ana Gallego. It's better to learn in the school and prevent pronounce and other problems. I agree. No, that's all.
Great. All right. Less than a minute. Excellent. So agree there. All right. Thank you, Alberto. Ken, you're up. 1 minute. What's your opinion?
Yeah, it should be. Because without proper knowledge, sometimes it causes a problem. Kids might misunderstood what happens, what's happened to their body when adolescent days. So to proper knowledge, very helpful for kids to know what's happened to their body, and proper knowledge about that kind of thing prevent some crime kind of thing, or it's a good time to learn how to build a relationship relating this, because sometimes this this cause a lot huge problem among humans. So kids needs to know that risk as well.
Great. Yeah, knowledge is power.
Yes.
Excellent. Very nice, Ken. Thank you. Virgilio, what's your opinion? Virgilio? Oh, all right. Virgilio dropped out. Tan Kong, then your turn. What's your opinion on this topic?
Yes, I think children must prepare their knowledge about sex because they don't know what's going on with them in the future. They maybe grow up when they have a boyfriend or girlfriend, and we don't know if they having sex together. And if they have knowledge, they can prevent many disease and how to. It's I don't know how to say. But I think knowledge is the best thing you need to know when they grow up.
Great. Yeah. It's something they will definitely face in their adulthood, so they need to know.
Yes.
Great. Thank you, Tan Kong. And Paul, you're up. 1 minute. What's your opinion?
All right, I'll be quick. So definitely children should know about these nitty-gritty things as early as possible, because we all know that children are really curious and they want to know about those even unconsciously. And it's good when they know what's happening to their bodies and about feelings they might have as soon as possible. And in this way, there'll be less trouble when children do things incorrectly when they're about to have sex or something, or some sexual encounters. So let's educate them fully in school. Yeah.
Great, and avoid lots of problems. Great, thank you. And we are just about out of time, but let's squeeze in one more. Mustafa, what's your opinion?
Okay. I had two other children, like the whole children picked me out, and in my opinion, they shouldn't learn about sex at school until they reach like a certain age. Their mind maybe still like cannot absorb all of that information, and I think when they reach like a certain age, that would be okay. But in my opinion, no, I don't agree. Maybe the only one.
Great, and thank you for expressing your opinion. That is interesting, and I think a lot has to do with kind of the dominant culture in the society that kind of dictates what is taught at school. All right, everyone. I do have to stop there. I was supposed to have a class, but then I guess there's a private lesson. I don't know if anyone was registered for the class coming up next, but I had to cancel it, and I apologize for that. But nice work in this class. You spoke eloquently and expressed your opinions politely yet strongly. So nice work, everyone. And I hope to see you again next week in the same time for the same class.
Okay, goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you, my teacher. Thank you a lot. Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye-bye.